Yo, what up, Toshi here. This is going to be a fast video, a little bit of news going over what Wuthering Waves posted at the time of my recording. I am in the middle of playing around with Firefly. I'm trying to make a video on the characters, so we're going to go through this pretty fast here. So, we have a limited time double drop rewards. Now, we did go over this in the previous video. We went over everything that was to come in 1.1, but they are giving us the picture reveals and all the jazz. For those of you that enjoy the visual clarity, right? We have a double echo drop event. Remember, you can take your tuners and now convert them into the higher tier of tuners. So this is something that a lot of players have been requesting. I'm very, very, very happy that they did listen to their feedback. And we are getting this change. Hopefully there is more changes to come in the form of this Echo XP right here. Because holy moly, it is extremely hard to level up Echoes in this game. But nonetheless, I am happy that they are throwing out these changes little by little. Over time, this game will be a lot better than for those that played at day one like me, you for instance, right, watching this video, and so on and so forth. So yeah, double echo double drop event right here. It does start on the 20th and it ends on the 27th. So time I'm recording this will start tomorrow. Server time though is different, and remember, you can only do this a few times per day. You cannot do this like 20 times in a day, for instance, right? Like it will be the same as the previous double drop event we had with the resonator XP. You could either get the resonator XP for your characters, you can get the weapon XP, and the other one was like you could get the it was XP for something else you could get. It was not Echo, it was something else. But yeah, it's gonna be double drops in the form of that, but you only be able to get up to 3 times per day if I am correct on this. Hopefully it is more, but 3 times per day is my guess. Okay, so now we have some beautiful art featuring JINHSI in the bottom. We have the Serpent the Dragon right behind her, Shenron. Obviously not Shenron, but I just like making that reference. And then we have CHANGLI looking fine as hell on the left. And then we have the rover. I almost said main rover. And then we have this little entity, this little Paimon right here. I like this this little animal monster, this little mythical creature. It looks cool. It brings about the Pokemon feel. This, bro, it's literally a trailer. They literally turned this into like a movie reveal, movie teaser, like version 1 coming June 28th. The obvious. Look at this. It literally looks like we are going to get a cinematic. So if we get like the craziest cinematic for the upcoming version, I'm going to cry. This will be the best thing they can do, is just give us a nice cinematic to follow, and then we just have the whole patch just like be a movie essentially. This is probably the coolest thing I've seen a game do in a minute, where they actually tease the upcoming version and make it seem like an actual movie coming out of movie theaters. So I like this a lot. Let's check some of the comments here. Obviously, we'll read the little post here. We are getting closer and closer to the truth. Interesting. Now, real quick, I do want to see implication on CHANGLI, because she's a very mysterious character to me. I do like the mysterious aspect to the character. And obviously, like JINHSI, like we want to see how strong she actually is. We didn't really get to see too much of the character in action aside from her confrontation with Scar. So I'll be definitely interested in following up with that. This poster makes it seem like y'all just announced the movie. This was the funniest thing I have seen in a hot minute, to be honest. I saw this meme on the last post when they were showing the what was the come in 1.1. This looks like a movie. I like this a lot, man. It's so insane. All right, so we have this coming up here, and they gave us pictures of everything to come into the patch. So I had to, take this out and then throw it into a new image tab, just because it was very, very small and I couldn't zoom in on it on Twitter. But anyways, we have the version 1.1 preview poster, right? We went over that. You can see JINHSI standing inside of the pool water. That is honestly sick. This lets me know the character is going to be walking on water, some sort, floating in the air, which I think is also insane. So if she's to float in the air in game, that'd be even more insane, in my honest, humble opinion, right? That nobody even cared to ask for. New map, Mount Firmament. So we did go over this in the 1.1 events overview, right? They are adding a new map to Wuthering Waves, so this should be very nice. I can't wait to check it out. I mean, obviously the front of it looks really, really sick. I do like the icy atmosphere. A lot of people were comparing this to Dragonspine when I did read some of the comments, so I thought that was very interesting nonetheless. I enjoyed Dragonspine and Genshin Impact. It was definitely my favorite place to explore, believe it or not. I just like the way the atmosphere is. I like the way that you go up the mountains, and I do like them, even though the freeze mechanic may be annoying to some. I thought the freeze mechanic in Genshin Impact was rather interesting because it gave a little bit of stakes to the exploration. Now, obviously, it's still a joke because I mean, there's so much time for you to move around it, and then you really don't die unless you're AFK making dinner for like 20 minutes, right? But I thought the mechanic was cool nonetheless. So hopefully we have something, obviously not annoying, but something of the sort for this new map. All right, so now we have the resonator. They're not, showcase or anything, not even showing the kit of the character, but we do have JINHSI. This is how she looks, her in-game model, or rather her splash art, I want to say. She looks absolutely gorgeous here. She reminds me of a little bit of Amelia, not necessarily because she has silver hair, but because she has a princess vibe to her. I like the princess vibe she has. It's definitely one of my favorite point of interest. Point of interest, is that even a good thing to say? I don't know what I'm saying here. And then we have, oh yeah, we did go over this Spectro 5-star, right? Cool. And then we have CHANGLI looking absolutely gorgeous, man. Look at those goddamn thighs, dude. Insane, insane, insane. And we know the implications, right? I mean, okay, let me zoom out there. We know the implications right there. Yeah. I'm not gonna say anymore. I do like that she has one of her arms like in the form of a phoenix. It's like a flame arm. I think that's sick. Now, obviously, you can tell she's gonna be fusion just because of the color aesthetic, her arm, and all that jazz. And then we see fusion down here at the bottom. Fusion 5-star. God damn those legs, man! I can't get enough of this. So, Wuthering Waves version preview version 1.1. Thaw of Eons coming June 28th. And yeah, I cannot wait for this version to come out. I definitely will be getting both characters. We'll do showcases, we'll maybe do some sort of like overview on the character when they do arrive, give my 2 cents and all that jazz. If you should roll in the character, obviously you're going to roll in the character if you do enjoy their aesthetic and their design. But I'm sure a lot of you do play the game for the meta purposes, right? So you obviously want to know if this character is going to be a higher investment to what you already have in your account. And obviously the answer is yes, right? Because these are technically the real first limited characters or the real first limited damage dealers, probably the most important damage dealers in terms of lore. CHANGLI and JINHSI. CHANGLI working alongside JINHSI, and JINHSI being the magistrate of JinShou, right? But that's going to be the video here. Hopefully you do enjoy this. I will try to cover news as I see fit. Obviously, I am a little late because, again, I have been working on my Starro video, and Firefly did just drop literally today. So I'm just a little busy right now. But thank you for watching, and have a nice rest of your night. Peace.